So today we're going to go over if George Washington crossed the Delaware River, would he have gotten over there quicker in a fin drive? Or if Moses wanted to cross the Red Sea, would a prop drive gotten him over there quicker? All joking aside, we're going to go over the two styles of kayak pedal drives, prop drive or fin drive, and the advantages and disadvantages to both and what kind of environments suits them best. Stay tuned, we'll get right into it. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I've got the two style drives here, and the two I'm going to go over just for comparison's sake. I've got the Hobie 180 Mirage drive here, which will be your fin drive. And then I've got the native Propel drive here, which is going to be your more traditional bicycle style prop drives. I'm going to go over real quick the pros and the cons, and then stay tuned there toward the end, and I'm going to go over really what kind of water or what kind of application suits each one of these the best. So just starting with the prop drive. So the pros on the prop drive are obviously going to be your instant reverse. So why does instant reverse why is that such a big pro? Well, if you're fishing and you hook that big fish, you got that hook set, and you don't want your kayak drifting toward the fish, you can simply start going into reverse instantaneously. It helps a lot. Keep tension on that fish. That tension is going to keep you from losing that fish as well. And it gives you a little bit more, in my opinion, of a hands-free experience as well. And another pro with the prop drives is they're a little bit more of a simpler design. So there's a lot less moving parts typically. Now, obviously, I'm talking about one specific prop drive. There's a lot of different ones out there. There's some that are very low cost, low budget, and there's some that are a little bit more premium. The Propel drive, in my opinion, is the most durable kayak prop drive out there, just bar none. It's marine grade aluminum. The Jackson Kayak prop drive is a little bit different and a little bit unique. It allows you to run it in a lot shallower water, as to where you have the deep setting, the shallow setting, as well as you can bring it all the way up into the hole, which makes that kind of unique and kind of the unicorn as far as the prop drives go. Jackson's also made a lot of improvements, a lot of needed improvements, in my opinion, to their drive with the Mark IV. But again, typically with the drives, the prop drives, you're going to get that instant reverse. You're also going to get a little bit better durability, not just with the metal drive like the Propel drive, but just typically your plastic case drives, the Perception runs, that Old Town runs, and the Jackson runs. They're typically going to be a lot more durable. Now, the fin drives, the pro of the fin drives easily going to be the effort needed to move it. So you're a lot more efficient, a lot better gas mileage, if you will, on your body. It takes a lot less energy to move the kayak, and you're going to get a lot more speed as well. So the fins obviously go from side to side instead of your prop drives. And what the fins do is they flex. And I'm talking about, again, Hobie's drive here. The fins themselves flex. So it's kind of like when you're swimming and you're treading water. That's how it propels you forward. And also, all of the Hobie drives now come standard with a kick-up fin, so if you do run into a hazard, they're going to kick up, and then they're going to come right back down, and then you're back to running again. That's the pro, is your speed and your energy needed, so your efficiency. The con is, the obvious thing is the price. So these are going to be typically a little bit more premium based. Now Vibe, Pelican, and there's another company out there, I believe it's Hammerhead. I'm not too familiar on that, but it's basically, they're using the older patents on the Hobie drives, namely the old V2 fins that they used to use. That's what they're using on those, and they're a lot more plasticky. And I'm not discouraging anybody from those brands, it's just, it is different. So just know that your features on that fin drive may be a little bit different, but they're gonna be very similar. You're gonna get a little bit more efficiency out of there, albeit maybe a little bit different performance. So the pros also, in addition to the speed, is your fin drives are going to do remarkably in your vegetation. So your hydrilla grass, weeds, grass, fishing line, anything that can get stuck in a prop drive is going to slide right off the fin drives. That is a big benefit too, again, depending on where you're at. Now the prop drives are going to be a little bit better for your deeper water application, your open flat water where you're not having all of that debris. And also, that is the drawback to it. So the debris, you're going to have a lot of issues with things getting caught up into the props, depending on what kind of water you're in, albeit weeds, grass, things just floating on top of the water. And not all the time, you can't always get the drive up into the kayak that easily on the water. I know the Propel drive uses a little indexer fin here that lines up the prop so you can, bring it up into the kayak. That is the biggest drawback, in my opinion, to the prop style drives. Also, they're a bit slower and you're using a lot more energy to go forward with the prop drives typically. Obviously, different brands will perform a little bit differently, but easily the speed goes to your fin drives and the convenience of the instant reverse goes to the props. Those are going to be your biggest differences. Now, obviously, parts being readily available for both of them, which they really are now. The Hobie drive, while a lot more of an investment, the parts are a lot more available today than they were just even last year or a couple of years before that. So a little adjustment here and a replaced part there. You no longer really have to worry about your fins getting bent because they do kick up now. So there's a lot of improvements made to this drive over the years. In addition to that speed, that's why I like the Hobie drive. I like having speed. I like being able to get to my spot quicker and not getting out of, I'm not out of breath when I get there, no matter what shape you're in. Again, there are there are better applications from one over the other. And really the biggest part is going to be, depending on what kind of water you're on. Do you have a lot of hazards, a lot of stumps, a lot of vegetation? You may like the fin drives a little bit better. Are you in a deeper water where you want to get into some of those areas, be able to maintain your position by going reverse and forward? You may like the props a little bit better as well. They're both relatively quiet. I'd probably give the stealth factor a little bit of an edge to the fin drive, but if you're in big, deep water and you don't have to worry about your hazards, they're both going to be phenomenal for you. Again, you're going to be a little bit faster and a little bit more efficient on the fin drive, but the prop, you're going to be able to get that more hands-free experience. So anyways, guys, I hope this helped out a lot. If you have any additional questions, let me know down in the comments below. Again, there's a lot of good drives out there. There's not a lot of fin drives out there, and that's probably the one con I would say. If you're going to go fin drive, just personal opinion, I would suggest Hobie. They have a lot of different options, so not everybody needs the $5,000 Pro Angler. There's a lot of other options underneath that's going to fit a little bit more different water styles and a little bit better on the budget, obviously. There are a ton of prop drives out there, from Old Town to Jackson to Native here and so on and so forth. So again, definitely some options out there. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you have any additional questions, let me know down there as well. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.